Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for June the 24th. I am going to pull one card for each sign. So if you want to see the main energy coming through your day, then you may want to check out your sun sign. If you would like to get a more comprehensive look at what might be going on during your day, then you may also want to check your rising sign, your moon sign. If you're interested in love and relationships, you may want to check your Venus sign. If you're interested in seeing what's expanding in your life, you may want to check your Jupiter sign as well. Let's get started, guys. We're going to start off with Aries. So those of you who have Aries in your chart, what we have coming up is this idea of somebody who does not appreciate you and does not appreciate the effort and the energy that you have been putting in for them. So this is kind of a rough energy. This is an energy of either being taken for granted or of somebody just out and out telling you that they wish you wouldn't have done something that you did totally and completely just to help them. So sorry. I'm sorry about that for those of you who have Aries in your chart that's coming up. Let's look next at Taurus. Sorry, I just bumped the camera there. Not sure why I'm shuffling today. Normally I don't shuffle between. Let's see if I feel the need to do that again or not. Taurus, what you have is the Page of Swords showing up in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse just tells me that you're digging in for information. You're looking for some type of information. You could be doing research for something having to do with some of your studies, or this could be a more personal type of information that you're digging for. But one way or the other, digging for information, Taurus. All right, let's look next at Gemini. Geminis, you guys have the Strength card showing up in reverse. So Strength in reverse just means that I feel like you're just not feeling all that well today. You may not be feeling physically just on top of your game. Today is what's coming through on that card for you. Next up we have Cancer. Cancer, you guys have the Tower card in reverse, and the Tower in reverse is a card that talks about coming out on top, coming out better than how things used to be. So in the past, something that made you feel secure and that you thought would be around for a long time, suddenly and unexpectedly, excuse me, sorry, I had to sneeze. I had to put it on mute for that. My apologies. But anyway, this thing that made you feel secure is suddenly and unexpectedly was removed from your experience. And so with the Tower in reverse, what's going on is now you're replacing that thing that was removed with something that is better and moving forward with this new better thing. Good for you, Cancers. Next up, let's look at Leo. So Leo's, what you have is the Four of Swords in reverse. Four of Swords in reverse is just telling me that you're doing something in a different location today, Leos. You may be moving house, moving where you work. You may just be working in a different place. You may be traveling for recreation or for business, but you're just doing something in a different place than you normally would. Maybe you're taking your kid to a different daycare. You know, something is happening in a different place than it normally does for you, Leos. Next up is Virgo. Virgos, what we have is the King of Wands showing up here. I feel like this is somebody in your sphere of influence. This is somebody who is possibly a little bit eccentric. They do think outside the box. They don't let culture or society tell them what's okay and what's not okay and what to do or not to do. They're really great problem solvers because they are very creative and they think outside the box. So this is someone who's very cheerful, very outgoing. They like to make people laugh. They like to see everybody having a good time. And I feel like as you're interacting with this person, I do feel like they're going to make you laugh or at least chuckle, but probably all out laugh. And just you're going to enjoy the interaction that you're having with them today, Virgos. Okay, so who's up next? Next is Libra. Libras, you guys have the Hermit card showing up, and the Hermit card, didn't you just get this yesterday? I know you got it recently. Hermit card means you're spending some time by yourself, really thinking about what makes you tick, what makes you happy, what makes you sad, what makes you trigger, and why, and possibly even deactivating some triggers. I call this my pre-reading card, actually, because once we understand ourselves at a deeper level, then it's a lot easier to understand other people at a deeper level. And you can kind of see what's coming from them, even maybe before they do, depending on their own level of self-awareness. And so Many people could think that you're actually reading them when really you're not. You're just familiar with the patterns if you've been in hermit mode for a while. And it looks like you guys are spending a significant amount of time in hermit mode, Libras. Next up, let's look at Scorpio. Scorpios, we have the Nine of Cups showing up here. This just talks about satisfaction, feeling emotionally fulfilled and satisfied. There's something that's going on that's making us feel happy. We may even be celebrating this thing with others, although not necessarily. Okay, so something that makes us feel happy and satisfied happening today. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you guys have the Seven of Swords showing up in reverse. Sagittarius, what I'm hearing is that you guys are returning to the scene of the crime, is what Spirit is saying. What I'm getting as I feel into this is that this is not necessarily a literal crime. For most of you, it's not going to be a literal crime. But this is something where I feel like you said something that you shouldn't have. And I feel like you're going back and you're making it right. You're fixing that situation today. Okay, so that's for Sagittarius. Next up, we have Capricorn. Capricorns, we have the Three of Pentacles. This talks about collaboration, about working together. So this can be anything from band practice to working together on a work project, you know, just some kind of collaboration showing up for you today, my sweet Capricorns. Next up, we have Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius, you have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse just means that you're not getting any work done today. Work is not happening. And so this means that if you are planning on going into work and getting things accomplished at your place of employment, that's not happening. If you are planning on getting something done for your own business, that's not happening. If you were planning on working around the house and getting something done around the house, that's not happening. If you were planning on doing volunteer work, that's not happening. Work is not happening today. All right, so that's the whole point of that card, Aquarius. Let's look at Pisces. Pisces, you guys have the Magician showing up in reverse. Now, yesterday you had it right side up. Isn't that interesting? So the Magician in reverse for you, Pisces, for today. What's going on? Pisces, I feel like you've got some kind of self-sabotage that's happening here. The actions that you're taking are not in alignment with what you actually want to have happen. I think it's going to be really important today with seeing this card come up. It's going to be really important today for you to think about your actions, think about your words before you come out with them, and ask yourself, what am I trying to accomplish with these words? What am I trying to accomplish with these actions? And make sure that they're words or actions that would lead to what it is you're trying to accomplish, because right now it looks like your words and your actions are shooting yourself in the foot, and we don't want that. We want you to actually manifest those things that you want, like you did yesterday. All right, so that's what we've got, everybody. Thank you so much for being here, for all of the shares and the likes and the comments. I do appreciate it. I'm looking forward to reading for some of you here later on and doing Reiki for some of you, and the rest of you I'll see back on the next video. Peace out.